Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. DeGrazia. We're going to look at word problems that involve mass and kilograms, and we're going to review some bar modeling strategies that we've done in the past. Let's look at our first one. Remember, when you're reading word problems, you should read it 3 times. One for the gist, then gathering your information, and then tackling the problem by making a model and making sure that your answer makes sense. Let's start. Brian's mass is 60 kilograms. He is 5 times as heavy as his son. How many kilograms does Brian's son weigh? Okay, so we know this, the gist of this is that Brian has a certain mass and he weighs heavier than his son, and they want us to find his son's mass. So let's look at that. So here is our known 60 kilograms is Brian's mass. When I see a pronoun, he is 5 times as heavy as son, I always like to take that pronoun and put the person's name in there as I'm reading it, so I make sure that I don't misinterpret and misread something in the passage. So Brian is 5 times as heavy as his son. And as you can see, then Brian's bar is going to be bigger because his mass is greater than Brian's son. So it's 5 times. Remember, when you have something that's 3 times, 4 times, 5 times something, you have units. So next, how many kilograms does Brian's son weigh? Well, first we need to analyze the 5 units. So we know the 5 units is 60 kilograms. So in order to find 1 unit, we need to divide the 60 kilograms, the whole, divided by the 5 units to get 12 kilograms. So we just found out 1 unit is 12 kilograms. So looking back at this, when I look at my model is making sense now that Brian's son weighs 12 kilograms. Okay. All right, so look at that. I'm going to have to erase this so it doesn't go on our next slide. So just keep remembering that you should be reading and rereading and looking for your information and making sure that it makes sense. Okay, let's look at the next one. Kumar had 820 kilograms of rice. He distributed the rice equally to 10 food banks. How much rice did each food bank get? All right, so we know someone has a total amount of rice. He's going to equally share the rice with 10 food banks. But what we're looking for is how much did each food bank get? Okay, so when I'm rereading it now for information, this is my whole. That is the total of the rice, 820 kilograms. He distributed the rice equally to 10 food banks, and you can see my part is the 10 food banks. The other part is how much did each food bank get, and that's why we have our question mark or unknown. So when we're looking at this, the 10 units we know is 820 kilograms of rice. Okay, to find 1 unit, we need a smaller number, so we need to divide 820 kilograms divided by the 10 food banks to get us our unit, our part, which is 82 kilograms. Here's a little hint here. We know that 820 equals 82 tens, so that also helps us to think about how do we divide by 10. So each food bank gets 82 kilograms of rice. Our answer makes sense because we're looking for a smaller number. We can also double check it. So now we have 82 times 10 food banks, which will give us our whole of 820 kilograms of rice. That's one way to check it. All right, let me erase this. We'll move on to the next slideshow and look at the next one before you start to try some on your own. Okay, number 12. A restaurant throws away 8 kilograms of leftovers each week. What is the total mass of leftovers thrown away in 6 weeks? So when I look at the gist of this, I know a restaurant's throwing away food. They're throwing away a certain amount each week, but they want us to find the total mass thrown away in 6 weeks. Okay, so let's start and reread for information. A restaurant throws away 8 kilograms of leftovers each week. This is my part. What is the total mass of leftovers thrown away in 6 weeks? 6 weeks is my other part. So it looks like we're looking for a whole, so we need to get a greater number. So when we're making this model, we have our 6 units, which represent 6 weeks. We know that 1 week they throw away 8 kilograms of leftover food. So 1 unit is 8 kilograms. So for 6 units, we need to take the 8 kilograms times the 6 weeks to get a total of 48 kilograms. So the total mass of leftovers thrown away in 6 weeks is 48 kilograms. Again, remember you're looking for a larger number, so this makes sense to multiply 8 times 6. Okay, again, let's erase this and move on to some problems that you're going to try on your own. Okay, so what I want you to do here, I want you to practice problems 13, 14, 15. Again, read it 3 times for the gist, gather your information, make your model, show your work. Don't forget to have the answer statement. And then we'll go over it together to make sure that you did everything correctly. So I'm going to pause. I want you to pause the video, and then you're going to unpause it for the answer. Okay, so now you've unpaused the video. Let's look at number 13. Remember, check your work. Please be honest with yourself because practicing this work is super important to see, am I getting it? Am I drawing the models correctly? Where do I need to fix things? So please be honest with yourself with your practice work. Linda has a mass of 32 kilograms now. She was twice as heavy 5 years ago. How heavy was Linda 5 years ago? All right, so right now we know that she's 32 kilograms. 5 years ago, she was twice as heavy, so we're going to get a larger number. So we're going to take the 32 kilograms times 2 to get 64 kilograms. So we know that 5 years ago, Linda weighed 64 kilograms 5 years ago because in here, it does say she was twice as heavy 5 years ago, so you can have a larger number. Okay, let's look at number 14. Mr. Flint wants to pack 3 kilograms of fruit in each of the 7 boxes. So here's our 7 boxes, and inside we know the part is 3 kilograms of fruit in each box. So we have our 2 parts, 7 boxes and the 3 kilograms of fruit. We are looking for the total mass, which is the whole, so we need a larger number. So you will multiply 3 kilograms times the 7 boxes, which gives you 21 kilograms. So Mr. Flint has to pack 21 kilograms of fruit. Okay, let's check out and see how you did with number 15. A fast food outlet sells 45 grams of chips each week. How many kilograms of chips can the outlet sell in 4 weeks? So our part is 45 kilograms of chips, and each week. They're looking for 4 weeks, so we're looking for the total, which is a larger number. We're looking for a whole. So we're going to multiply 45 kilograms times 4 to get 180 kilograms. So when we go back into our question, we have our answer statement. The outlet can sell 180 kilograms of chips in 4 weeks. All right. I think you're ready for some harder problems. So let's look at problems 16 and 17. Pause the video. Remember, read it 3 times. Show your work. Show your bar models and your answer statement. And we'll go over the answers to make sure that you got everything correct, or you can see where your mistakes went. Okay, so now you've unpaused the video. You're ready for 16. Malcolm bought 18 kilograms of hamburger meat last month. He plans to buy twice as much hamburger meat this month. How many kilograms of hamburger meat does he plan to buy this month? Well, now you're comparing from last month to this month. We know the unit is 18 kilograms of hamburger meat last month. So for this month, they're saying he's going to buy twice as much hamburger meat. So you need 2 units. Remember, your units need to be equal. So when we do this, we know we're going to get a bigger number because he's planning to buy twice as much hamburger meat this month. So you're taking 18 kilograms times 2 to get 36 kilograms. Go back into the question. Malcolm plans to buy 36 kilograms of hamburger meat this month. All right, let's look at number 17. This one's definitely more challenging. Bajork has 460 kilograms of dog food. He wants to pack the food equally into bags of 2 kilograms. How many bags can he pack? All right, so we know that Bajork has a whole of 460 kilograms of dog food. He wants to, here's the other key word here, equally. So we know we're going to have our units to show 2 kilograms in each bag. When I was drawing this, I realized that I'm going to have a really large number because right here I have 2, 4, 6, 8 kilograms of dog food, and I need to show 460 kilograms. So right away I knew, wait a minute, I'm going to have to draw a lot of bags here, which is not necessary. So I want you to pause. If your picture does not look like this, I want you to stop, revise, fix your picture, press pause, and we'll come back to see what we need to do here. Okay, so hopefully now that you're on pause, you revised your bar model if it was incorrect. I have a feeling a lot of you did 2 units and the total was 460. The question is, how many bags can we pack? So this is going to be a rather long, big number. We're not going to make that, units of that many bags. So let's look at this. If we have 460 kilograms of dog food as our whole and 2 kilograms in each bag, we need to find another part, but we're looking for a smaller number. So we need to divide 460 divided by 2. A lot of you are like, wait a minute, I don't know how to do this because this is long division. Well, let's relook at this and help you problem solve because you can certainly do this. If you're taking half of 460, what is half of 4? 2. What is half of 6? 3. And then you can add your 0. So when you're looking at this, 460 kilograms divided by 2 or divided by half, you will get 230. So Bajork can pack 230 bags. As you can see, you're not going to draw 230 units. It's not worth your time. But the dots is showing a repeat of units that will represent that you have 230 bags. Okay, I hope that helped clarify some things. I know this is definitely a harder problem, but it's important that you do model it correctly to make sure that you're answering the question. Now it's time for your independent work. You will complete workbook pages 11 to 12. Okay, so here's 5 and 6 and 7 on page 11 and 8, 9, 10 on page 12. You can please draw your bar model, show your work, and include your answer statement always. Check your work, see if it makes sense. We just modeled quite a few, so we are expecting really good, careful work here to show all this. Some of you might say, well, I don't need a bar model. This practice is really important for you to bar model, so then when the problems get even harder, you're able to have this good foundation to drawing and helping you problem solve better. Okay, boys and girls, enjoy. We hope that this helped you practice a little bit of our skills that we've done in the past and apply it to mass when you're reading kilogram word problems. Have a good day.